Give me something to make me feel good tonight.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the
Well, hello.
Hello there.
It's another exciting edition of Moorish TV. Why is that, lovely Sapphire?
Because it's always that little bit more that we give you.
And we've got one heck of a show for you today. This is a bumper issue again, isn't it?
It always is, and I'll tell you something, we've got a cracker this week.
We certainly have. Thanks to Agnes Brown there seeing us in, having a bottle of bubbly there on their way into the show today, but she'll be able to talk about that in a wee while.
I hope they're not fleeing.
But what we'll do is, before we start talking about our guests, it's a quick link to the lovely little Shawnmendez, the singer.
It is,
The
yeah.
pop singer. So we'll go over to Sean right now and let's hear what he's got to say to us. It's a short message.
Hi there, Sean.
Hey guys, just want to say hello. I'm sending all of my love out to every single one of you. Please take care of each other and take care of yourselves. I love you so much.
Thank you very much to the wonderful Shawnmendez. What a pop star.
Oh, he can serenade me any day.
Yeah, come on Sean, get on the show, give us Moorish. The ladies out there want to hear you sing. Yeah, but thank you for that lovely message. It was nice of him to even do that.
It
drop
was.
Such a busy guy. But yeah, talking about busy, the show was busy last week. People have been going wild, the hits have been going up. Most viewed show we've done is Series 8, Episode 8.
I'm not surprised.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Dolly Parton Experience, all that side of things.
Yes.
The Rock singing to everybody, drinking tequila. That was something else. Oh, crikey. We've got a lot of guest stars on this
They're
week.
having a good time, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
having a good time on our show.
Of course, we've had some previous guests as well. A couple of previous guests from the show. I wanted us to give them a shout out so people can follow them again.
It's Emma Clandon and Emma Levine.
Yep.
And it's Double Twist Dance, and that's their Instagram. So you
Yep.
can catch them on there. And they both have a partnership with a dance studio together, which is very good. Two
So,
friends
yeah.
here.
So look them up. They featured in the show recently, and they're doing well with their studio. So if you like to dance around, and once everything's all eased with the lockdown, you can get up there and boogie your toes off.
Oh, that's what it's all about.
Fantastic. Talking about boogieing your toes off and that side of things, that was something else last week. But this week we have got some great star guests. We'll talk about the celebrity videos in a little minute that we have lined up for you, as well as our other videos.
Oh, we've got lots of videos, and
Who's
they're
in?
all brilliant.
Who's in?
Oh, so we've got Charlie Birkin, haven't we?
Yeah, that's previous Voice contestant from The Voice UK, and it was the last season on the BBC version of The Voice UK she was on.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
she's done rather well on that as well, so she's coming up very, very soon as well. And of course we've got Linnea Lee, and she's something else. She was a former Miss World contestant from Latvia
Very good.
and Miss International, and she's a pop singer.
Oh, and we've got the circus cats.
Yeah, that's our circus cats.
Oh, the circus cats. That's us.
We're going to show them. Well, it's not us, it's the cats.
The cats.
Yeah, at the
Oh.
back of that, we're just going to show you a couple of videos and show them what they do. But it's entertaining, as is this lady. She's been going on for decades. We'll tell you a little bit more about her. It's the
We will.
lovely Scottish folk singer.
It's Ellen Wade.
Yeah, it certainly is. And then we're going to wade into the wonderful voice that is Mark James, and he was a judge on All Together Now.
Whoa, fantastic.
So fantastic there.
Ah.
And of course, at the back of that, a lovely Scottish girl who is a mezzo soprano.
Oh, we've got Kyra Harvey
Kyra
from
Harvey.
Edinburgh.
From Edinburgh, from where we're from actually.
We are.
So welcome on board to you all. And at the back of that, if you love George Michael, you're going to love this tribute we've got.
Oh, we all love George Michael, we did.
Yes, so he's coming back, but not in the right way, because he's coming back as Johnny Mac. Johnny Mac's on the show.
Fantastic.
So looking forward to that. Wham bam, thank you man. Do. It's going to be a fantastic show today. And of course Agnes Brown, thank you for coming on board and doing a little piece for us
Isn't that
this
brilliant?
week. Brilliant as well. Of course our celebrities, of course you've seen Shawnmendez there. He was wonderful. We've got Galgadot and her celebrity friends who've sent us in a fantastic thing that is going to be happening, and we're going to link to them very soon.
Can't wait.
Galgadot was Wonder Woman.
Oh.
Do you remember her?
I do.
Oh, great. I don't even remember the 80s Wonder Woman, so that's crazy.
Oh, I loved all that.
And our celebrity superstar this week is none other than the Terminator himself. Yes, I'm very excited about this. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh.
Arnie is here.
He's back. He's back.
I'm trying to do his voice, but I can never get it right. Never mind. Yes, Arnie is back. Well, he's here for the first time, but he'll probably come back. But never mind. But we're going to move on, folks. I think it's time to go over to our first special star guest on Moorish TV. Number 9 is fine.
I think so. Yes, number 9 is a good one.
Good number. So who is it?
It's Charlie Birkin.
Yeah, Charlie Birkin is a wonderful singer. And of course, she was on The Voice UK. She had the turn from Boy George. She was in Team George as well. She went to the battle rounds, etc.
She's done extremely well.
And she's toured around the place with a band and a lot more. And she's still singing away to her heart's content. And
that's what it's all about. Just enjoy yourself, Charlie.
Yeah. And hopefully Boy George can come on the show at some point and,
Well, you
say
never
hello.
know.
But in the meantime, I think Charlie Birkin's trying to link to us on video now. We're going.
Hello, Charlie.
Hi Zed, hi Sapphire at Moorish TV. Thank you so much. I'm really honoured to be asked to come on here and talk about my journey and my experiences on The Voice. My name is Charlie B, and I was very lucky that I made it down to the last 48 contestants on the very last series of The Voice on the BBC UK. I auditioned in Glasgow originally. That was my first audition. I made it through that day, and I went on to make it through 3 or 4 more auditions and make it to Manchester for a blind audition, which was absolutely amazing. I never thought that I'd even get to that point. Now, my journey on The Voice wasn't just solely about my singing and my performing. It was also about me using that social media platform to get my story out there. And my story was that I found out in my 40s that the man I thought was my father wasn't, and so began a very long and a very emotional, sometimes painful journey, which brought me to where I am to today. But The Voice was the catalyst for all of that, because I had a blind audition. I got a turn from Boy George, which was amazing. And so for the next nearly a year after that, I was in this superstar bubble where I was protected from everything, and my social media was all taken care of, and I was looked after, and all I had to do was sing, take care of my mind and my body. I made some great friends along the way. In fact, most of the 48 contestants on that Everlast series, we still keep in touch. We message each other. We have a group chat. We catch up for beers now and then. And I also still keep in touch very much with Harry, my battle contestant, my little 17-year-old Victor, who was an amazing contestant, so talented. He has a great voice. And I just wanted to be that nurturer, to nurture that. Because for me, at that point in my career, I still loved singing. I still wanted to sing, but I was there for different reasons. And I knew on the morning of the battles when I woke up that I was going to go home that day, but I made sure that I was going to go home really happy and proud that I had performed to the best of my ability, which I did. And I look back at that now and I think, that's me, my goodness. I am proud of it. There have been moments afterwards where I doubted my ability to perform and sing. I felt that I was too old and that there was nothing left for me out there anymore. But, that was only briefly. That's all changed, and I'm now back singing and performing and being where I'm happiest, which is on stage. And I think I'll probably continue to do that for a while more. And I made this little video. I love 80s music, and I recorded this version of Never Can Say Goodbye. I hope you like it. It always makes me smile, and it always makes me want to dance. So thank you for listening, and thanks to Zed and Sapphire. Take care. Bye.
you very much to Charlie Birkin. What a wonderful
Oh.
singer that lady is.
Absolutely.
I loved all the lights and stuff that she put on her video
Oh, I did.
to make it feel like we're getting involved in a party at home.
Oh, I love to party.
Well, she seems a party girl herself, so thank you very much for sending
Thank
that
you
in.
for that.
And of course, you can follow her on all the pages that she had put on the video there. So
Oh, very refreshing. I really
it's
enjoyed
great.
that.
It's great. We're getting a lot of the Voice contestants want to be on the show, so it's
We
fantastic.
are getting lots of people.
So it's great, and it's a great show as well, and hopefully it returns very soon. Well, thank you very much, Charlie, and of course, what can we say? We have got a great roundup of guests this week.
We have. And who's next then?
Well,
Nowhere
up
to
next,
go.
is a cup of tea and a biscuit. No, it's not. It is a fantastic singer, all the way from Latvia. Latvia, you're going to say?
Latvia?
Yes,
Wow.
Latvia. And it is Linnea Lee.
And you know something? She's a model, a singer, and Miss
World.
World, yeah,
She was
Miss
Miss World
World.
and Miss Global for Latvia.
Wow, that
So
is something.
She's done quite a
She
lot.
looks amazing.
And she's been a hit pop star in her own country as well.
Oh, you've done really well. You've
So-
got the whole package there.
So let's go over to the link and speak to Linnea.
Hi.
Well, hello Zing and second Moorish TV. I'm Linnea Lee and please check out my featuring song Time to Remember, together recorded with the Amber Chamber Band, and I hope you will probably like it. Enjoy.
Find my name among that golden diamonds. All the same, but just different masks. Kings and queens are fools and liars. Drink sweet champagne that makes feel stronger. Who you serve each day by doing nothing. Whom you pray all night with you in bed. Air and light are always better. In a place you not belong. When the sands of time melting down as Delhi's watch, no more cash. I don't see no people, I don't see no friends, building skyscrapers of sins. We won't shine and live forever. 'Cause we always search for glittering rocks. Who we are, soul is dying. No more humor of just more of truth. There's a song in my head that's reminding myself.
Thank you very much to Linnea Lee there, and what a wonderful song that was as well.
Yes, I
Brightened
enjoyed
your day
that. It did brighten my day up, and
that's what we need.
She's totally amazing.
Yeah. Well, folks, just to let you know, if you haven't done it already, you can get involved and be on the Moorish TV group page on Facebook. You have to ask to join it, but we'll let you in if you want to.
We will. If you
talk about
want
the
to
show.
knock the door, we'll let you in.
And of course, on Facebook, you can like the Moorish TV page as well, the official Moorish TV page. Moorish TV Official, it's called.
Oh.
Because it's very official if you're involved.
Oh.
And it's only Moorish because
we give that little bit more.
and we've got a lot more going on today, I can tell you that.
Oh.
Right now, when people have been on lockdown and you know, just staying at home, because I know a lot of rules are relaxed across the country, but people still want to stay at home, and when they do stay at home a lot more, they want to tend to do things. And our cats, they're home cats, but they make it like they're hard done by. So we've got one that plays Space Invaders. We've got one that plays Space Invaders, and then the two of them want to play circus with us.
That's because they're bored. You know, they've got to have something. They're cats. They're stuck in all the time.
Well, here we go. There's two talented cats, Tiggy and Blondie, doing the circus. And of course, Blondie loves to play a game of Space Invaders, and he could probably beat you hands down in a two-player as well.
That's because they want to be involved in Moorish TV, you see.
Let's take a little look at Tiggy and Blondie getting carried away with themselves. Well, if your pets are doing some crazy things like that, you should be videoing them too.
Send it in, yes.
Send it in us if you want, yeah. It'd be interesting to see what your pets, or even you, get up to, because we've had Agnes Brown getting up to all sorts herself.
Oh yes, we need to see what people out there are up to.
Yeah.
Be good. We'll show you on it. It'll be just like a great laugh.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
And remember, Agnes Brown is right at the end of the credits today, so that's going to be interesting to see what she's going to get up to. So
Wonder what she's getting up to.
last week she done a wee.
Stop the bus. We need a wee.
But yeah. Right now, before we go on to our next artist, we just want to say a big congratulations to our winners for last week. They won the wallet, the gents' wallet.
Yes, I remember
and the
Jackie
purse.
Mackey.
Yeah, Jackie
James
Mackey
Cameron.
and of course James Cameron, yeah.
So there you are, two clear winners there, and hope you enjoyed your purse and your wallet.
Two clear winners or two clairvoyant winners?
Two clear winners.
Okay, well done guys, and you never know, you could win anything on this show. You know, you could get a meet and greet with me.
You could win a cat.
you could get to meet me, it'd be interesting.
Oh well. That's all right. Leave me out the equation. That's
No,
okay.
everybody gets to meet you anyway because you're cuffed.
Joint at the hip.
Joint at the hip, yeah. Right now, this is a totally different turn in the music that we've done on Moorish TV. We've had lots of different artists. We've had opera singers, pop singers, we've got rappers, we've had all sorts. And
Everybody.
singers. Of course, and rock singers as well. But right now we have went down the folk route. Scottish folk singer Ellen Wade is coming up next. Now Ellen Wade is a UK-based Scottish folk singer and a songwriter, and of course our SoundCloud is right at the bottom of the screen, as you can see.
Oh.
And she's
amazing.
She was actually part. This is something interesting about Ellen. She was actually part of the New Seekers as a lead singer for a season. When Judith Durham, the lead singer of the New Seekers, took ill.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, she actually took over.
Great talent in there. See, folks, we've got everybody on here with talent.
So if you're seeking something new,
seek Ellen.
Well, yes, seeking Ellen. Let's wade in and go to Ellen Wade right now, because she's going to sing us and play us one of her fantastic music videos. And what's she going to say?
Great scenery, I was going to say as well.
Yeah. So is she linking in?
Yes. Hi there.
Hi Z and Sapphire and Moorish TV. My name is Ellen Wade and I'm a ballad and folk singer. I live in Whitby Bay in the northeast of England. If you want to hear more of my music, you can follow me on soundcloud.com/Ellen_Wade. I hope you like my music that they're going to play for you in a moment. Thank you and bye.
Rainbow
tears of the dew, scarlet and yellow, with orange and blue, the river of dreams has long run away. Now the summertime is here, and the leaves are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Poolwood Mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bar by yon clear crystal fountain, and around it I will place all the flowers of the mountain. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Poolwood Mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? If my true love he'll not come, I'll surely find another to Poolwood Mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Poolwood Mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Poolwood Mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go?
Thank you very much to Ellen.
Oh, thank you for that. And you know something, I mean, I don't know about you, but have you been up any of the Scottish hills up there, you know, like away in the Scottish Highlands and things like that?
I've been to the Outer Hebrides and that.
Have you? Because I'll tell you something, the scenery that Ellen on her video is just amazing.
Beautiful.
Honestly, that's when you want to really visit, you know, that part of the country as well.
Exactly.
We need to do it together one day.
Yeah, I think so. Aye, that'd be nice.
As he says in his little Scottish voice.
Aye. Well, it was brought to have you on, Ellen Wade.
It was
Fantastic.
really good. Thank you
great.
very much for that.
And
Thank
we wish
you.
you all the very best, because Ellen's still going and her music's played in shows like Outlander and all that side of things.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
know.
The talent's just so amazing.
It's so
you know,
amazing.
Ellen, well done. Thank you for that.
And only on Moorish
Much
TV.
appreciated.
Because Ellen gave it that little bit more.
She did.
And there's Moorish from Ellen to come again.
Oh. I want to play another one of her songs one day.
Yes. Well, we've got a beautiful one about little animals, cartoons, so we could do that in a future show.
Oh, I'd love that. I would love that.
Yeah. Well, it's the Big 10 next week. Do you know that? The Big 10?
Oh.
Yeah. 10 episodes.
10 Downing Street?
Yeah, no, I'm not letting I think we're pushing the boat a
The
bit
number
here.
10 came to mind just there.
No, I don't
just
want-
sprung in, you know.
Imagine I wouldn't want Boris Johnson on the show. I don't mind Nicola Sturgeon on the show. That will do me nicely because she's a close friend
It's
of
stuck
ours.
in my mind because they put us on lockdown number
Yeah.
10.
Well, never mind that. Let's lock open the doors. Or open the locked doors.
Yay!
As I say again, thanks to Ellen Wade and all the guests that are on today's show. Right now, our first celebrity on the show. This man has been a former Olympian. His muscles can probably be the size of a caravan right now.
You could probably
Lift the
pick
caravan.
you up in one hand
And
and
you,
me. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he would flick me away like a bogey.
Well, that sounded just not nice.
No. I hope nobody's eating this. Is it just after 5 p.m? God Almighty!
Oh,
Don't do it.
don't say it.
Don't say it. I don't think he'll be happy when I'm telling him that he's flicked the bogey. But never mind.
You say, what's a bogey
Yeah.
anyways?
Well,
Not gonna
apart from
understand
what he's
that.
been as a former Olympian, this man has also played the Terminator and a lot more. Have you taken
Been
a
on
guess who
every
it is?
film. Yeah, he
He's
does
an
it.
action hero.
He
He's
is.
a star. He's a big hero to everybody. And it is none other than the wonderful, fantastic, superb Arnold Schwarzenegger is on the show. And we're going to link to him right now. He says he's going to be in his bathtub with a cigar. With a cigar
Well,
out.
he can afford to do that.
Let's go over and see what's going on at Arnie's home.
Hi there.
Here I am at home, taking a jacuzzi, smoking a little stogie. I just finished a bike ride and a little bit of workout, and I just, keep staying at home, and away from the crowds and away from outside. The reason why I'm saying that is because I still see photographs and videos of people sitting in outside cafes all over the world and having a good time and hanging out in crowds. That is not wise, because that's how you can get the virus. That's how you get it, by contact with other people. So stay away from crowds, stay away from being in restaurants and outdoor cafes, especially now in springtime where all the kids are going to the beach and celebrate and drink and all that stuff. This is not a good idea. So stay away from the crowds, go home, and then we can overcome this whole problem, this whole virus in no time. But you got to go and follow those orders. Just remember, stay at home, don't go to crowds. Put that cookie down.
We're not terminated, folks. We're all still
No,
here.
we're still here. We're still
And
here.
Arnie loves the show. He doesn't want the show terminated either.
I'm sure he loved us.
It's got a
Didn't
little,
want to flick you away like a
no.
bogey.
It's got a little message for all the key workers in the UK as well. But that's a quick message. We'll shoot that out at the end of the show.
Brilliant.
So look forward to that. But talking about a guest star who once guest starred on the show and he's now become a resident of Moorish TV because he gives it that little bit more in the JQ kitchen.
He does, and his meals are fantastic.
They are. We only get to look at them. We don't sniff them, touch them, lick them, eat them,
Can't do anything
or
with
anything,
them.
or
Just-
even as we call it in Scotland, we can't even chorry them. That means steal.
We could follow the recipe though.
We can, and we can all do that. And of course, this is none other than our great resident chef and celebrity chef and chef of the Celebrity Stars, John Quill, and he's got a fish.
Seafood today.
saying
Seafood.
fish.
So
Seafood,
you're seafood, and you want to
Seafood.
eat it.
Yeah, seafood and eat it. I see anything, I eat it. I seen you in it. You remember that?
No.
Right, never mind. Let's go over to John Quill before he chokes on a prawn. Hello, John. How are you doing?
Hi there, John.
Hi Zed and Sapphire. Hi everybody. It's time for Chef John Quill's 10-minute menu, and today we're going to be making seafood linguine. And what we're going to need for today's recipe is 300 grams of mixed seafood, either frozen or fresh. I've got 200 grams of dried linguine, so that's dried weight linguine, which I have blanched off and then refreshed under cold water. And then a little drizzle of olive oil on there just to keep it separated because I've prepped it up early, ready to go in the pan. Half an onion, medium-sized onion, diced. We're going to need 400 to 500 grams of tomato passata, or you could use chopped tomatoes if you wanted to. I've got 2 cloves of garlic chopped. 1 chicken stock cube, hasn't got to be OXO, could be own brand shop or one of your chicken stock pots, salt and pepper to taste, and some olive oil, and that's as easy as it is. Right then, I'm going to get my pan on the go. Get that pan nicely heated up. And the first thing we're going to put into the pan today is our olive oil. We're going to need a dessert spoonful of olive oil in the pan, and then we're going to go straight in with the half a medium-sized diced onion and 2 cloves of chopped garlic. Right, bring you around to here. So 1 dessert spoonful of oil in the pan. Captain Beanie got hold of me this week and he asked me about my wok, because I do a lot of my cooking in a wok. That's just personal choice. I think they're very versatile and they distribute the heat evenly. But obviously you don't have to use a wok for dishes like this. You could use a frying pan, and some of the dishes you could use a saucepan. Captain Beanie, you're a funny guy. Yeah, I do prefer my wok. Yes, I'm going to get my wok on right now. Right, that's heating up nicely already. Right, so I'm going to go in with my garlic. I'm going to go in with my half a medium onion that's been diced. And there's a sizzle going on. Right, we're just going to leave that in there for 30 seconds to a minute, just to get those onions and the flavour going in there. Then we're going to go in with our passata, okay? Going to bring you around here, guys. Here we are. I hope you're all well this week. It's been another crazy week. It's so busy in this kitchen. We've got loads going on. And please remember, guys, if there's any dishes that you want to see on the 10-minute menu, please get in touch with Zed and Sapphire, or you can get me on chef_John_Quill, and then we can get that on next week's show or the show after. Doesn't matter how simple the dish. It could be an all-time favourite dish. It could be a dish that you're already cooking and you want some help with it. Poached eggs, scrambled eggs, omelette, no matter how simple. If there's a problem you've got, get in touch and we'll get it on the show, guys, okay? Right, so I've got my onions going in there. Getting nice and soft. And again, I'm using a non-stick wok. And again, as I always say, if you're using a non-stick pan, wok, frying pan, always make sure you use a Teflon, plastic or wooden utensil, not a metal one, because if you use metal on non-stick, then it won't be non-stick for long, okay guys? I say wooden in there as well, because wooden's better than metal, but I'm not a great fan of wooden utensils in the kitchen because they tend to hold bacteria in. And I'm not just saying that because of coronavirus, that's just a general thing in kitchens anyway, okay guys? Right, I'm going to go in with 450 to 500 grams of passata. So that's going in there now. That's heating through nicely. There we go. Now, because I'm actually using a wok, the heat is distributing through that passata straight away. Okay, guys. I'm using, like I said, I'm using cooked seafood mix, which you can either use frozen or chilled from the supermarket or from your fishmonger. But if you wanted to use fresh seafood, prawns, king prawns, squid, mussels, what have you, the process would be the same, but you would put your fresh fish in just after your onions, so before the passata. Because it's already been cooked, we're going to put it in after passata, obviously, because it doesn't take as long to cook, guys, okay? But this is a 10-minute menu dish. So right, that's going on nicely in there. There's the sauce going on in there. What I'm now going to add to this is my chicken stock cube. I'm just going to remove that from the heat while I do this. I'm just going to rub it in there. I'm not going to add water to it. I don't want any more liquid in there. Thank you very much. So with regards to the linguine, I told you I blanched it already. And I blanched it. I boiled my water. Just washing my hands quickly. I boiled my water in my saucepan, and I'm just going to mix that stock in there. So I got my saucepan on for my linguine, and I boiled it, got it bubbling. I put a couple of pinches of salt in my water, no olive oil. Then I broke my linguine, 200 grams of dry linguine, snapped it in half, whacked it in the boiling water, gave it a stir, and I cooked it for 7 to 8 minutes. Because I didn't want to cook it all the way through. As with the noodles last week, I don't want to cook them all the way through because we're going to cook it again. If you cook them all the way through, it's going to go all sticky in the pan. Okay guys, but that's the thing with tomato sauce, it does splatter a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with my linguine. So that's my 200 grams of cooked linguine, my blanched linguine I should say. I'm going to stir that in to the pan. Just going to give this a little wipe down. As I say, the tomato sauce does splatter sometimes, so if you've got a splatter guard, you can even use a lid if you've got a lid. There we go. And I'll just bring you across so you can see what's going on in the wok. That's what's going on in the wok. There we go. That's heating through lovely. Lovely. So again, like I said, any dishes you want to see featured on the show, please get in touch with Zed and Sapphire through the usual links or with myself directly, chef_John_Quill. You can get me on Facebook under my name. Facebook. Went a bit French then, didn't I? But there we are. And then I've got my 300 grams of mixed seafood. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It took a lot for me not to eat this before I cook this today. That's going in now. Remembering, if you're using fresh and not cooked seafood, put it in before the passata and not after, okay guys? So this dish and these quantities are for two. It's a dish for two people. Obviously, if you want to cook for more than two, just multiply. If you're cooking for one, then just half the amount, okay guys? Right, that's going on lovely in the pan. I will bring you across and show you now. There we are, it's all going on in the wok. But again, you don't have to use a wok, okay, Captain Beanie? You can use a saucepan, you can use a frying pan. There we are. But as you can see, this dish fits perfectly. I do a lot of wok cookery. It's for me and my daughter. A wok this size is perfect for 2 portions, absolutely. You could even push it up to 3, but ideal for 2. Okay, so when we make our bologneses and stuff, again, it goes in the wok. There we go. So that's distributing nicely. I'm going to get my bowl ready to serve. I've got some lemon, a couple of wedges of lemon, and some fresh coriander just to garnish it off. As you all know, if you've watched the show before, coriander is my favourite herb. If you're not too keen on coriander, you can always use parsley. Get some fresh parsley and rip that and garnish it with it. Oh, the smell on this is amazing. I think Zed and Sapphire, what do you think? Do you think we should try and get some smell-o-vision instead of television and get this going on the 10-minute menu? Because it's really unfair that you guys can't smell this right now. But I tell you what, if you're cooking this at home, if you make this at home, please take a picture of it, send it in to Zed and Sapphire or to me, and let's see who has got the best mixed seafood linguine. And obviously the best one could be featured on next week's show. I am planning a competition for next week's show, so tune in next Saturday and there will be a Chef John Quill 10-minute menu competition with a secret surprise prize, which you will find out about next week when you tune in 5 o'clock Saturday night, okay? Right, this is just about ready. I'm going to bring you around here, guys. Okay, actually there. That's the dishing up angle. Right, here we go. So, here goes. There you go. Again, you don't want to be doing this if you're wearing white, because the sauce does always tend to splatter when you wear white. That's why us chefs usually wear aprons in the kitchen, to protect us from the food and the food from us. There we are. Right. Seafood. Linguine. Squid. Mussels. King prawns. Garlic flavour. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There we go. So, as I said, put that to one side. We'll garnish with some fresh coriander. Just around there. But obviously I don't want to steal the show from the king prawns and the squid and the prawns. And then just finish off with a wedge of lemon. There we are, guys. And here is your mixed seafood linguine. So, thank you for tuning in to my 10-minute menu today. Please remember, if you've got any dishes you want to see featured on a show, please get in touch with Zed and Sapphire at the links provided, or with myself at chef_John_Quill. Or you can get me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, any of those. Get in touch. Remember, there's going to be a culinary competition next week with a special prize. So tune in next week to the 10-minute menu to find out what that's going to be about. And for now, this is Mixed Seafood Linguine in JQ's Kitchen, signing out for another week. Take care, guys. See you soon, okay? Bye.
Ah, what a wonderful looking meal that was.
It was, and it was just done in 10 minutes.
10
just
minutes, around 10
amazing.
minutes, yeah.
You can just make your meal up in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just, that's what you want to
And-
do. You don't want to be hanging about, you know, like making a meal for half an hour like you do.
No, no. Well, that's Chef John Quill. He's got his new segment in the show, which he wanted to do, and he agreed to do, and it's 10-minute meals.
Now that's something
with
I
Chef
can
John Quill.
follow. I can follow that. 10 minutes.
It's been advertised in the Facebook pages and stuff for Moorish TV and the group page. So it's 10-minute meals. So I wonder what 10-minute meal John's going to do next week. It's going to be exciting to know.
I want to know. I want to know.
I'm very excited to find out. But Chef will, he sent us up a picture and stuff like that. He says, this is a dish I'm doing. Never told us the name of it, but it was nice not to know until he tells you. So the chef...
Delicious.
Well done. Hat off to you, Chef John Quill.
And I love seafood, by the way. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
You love it too, but
I do.
you know what, you do love it, but you like your meat better, I think.
I
Probably.
like meat, but there's salmon and that yellowfish. What do you call the yellowfish?
Oh, you like all that haddock. and
Haddock,
things
that's
like-
it. Smoked haddock.
Smoked
Oh, I love
haddock
that.
and things like that. He likes all that.
Oh, I love that.
And mackerel.
Yeah, mackerel's nice as
Oh,
well.
you like all that.
I like
I'm
that.
not making you too hungry, I hope.
No, not at all. He's the one that's made me hungry. Well, John, we're looking forward to seeing you next week, and everybody that's watching, Chef John Quill will be back with another exciting 10-minute dish next week. And of course, remember and follow Chef John Quill on all his Instagram,
And
his
his
webpage,
recipes.
and his recipes, all sorts of different things. John Quill gives it a thrill in a space of 10 minutes as well.
There we go.
Wait, there we go. Chef John Quill back next week. I wonder if our next guest, who was on last week, and of course this is Agnes Brown, and I'm dreading this one.
That was my grand's name,
Yeah.
Agnes.
But it wasn't Agnes Brown, was
It
it?
wasn't Agnes Brown.
No.
No.
It would have been great to have Agnes Brown here.
I know.
Ignoring
Imagine
that.
that.
Well, we're going over to Agnes Brown because he's saying he's going to be called today the Agnes Ant, like an agony ant.
Oh.
So he's got some sort of letter or something.
Straightening something out.
Oh, need
that
to
someone's got a problem.
Need to see what this is, but really dreading what this is at the same time. But it's only on Moorish TV. Over to you, Agnes.
Hi, Agnes.
Oh, God.
I can't believe it. That's nice. Well, hello. And I'm very lucky to have been asked back by Zed and Sapphire. They must be absolutely cuckoo. Anyway, we've had an idea that we could do a Mammy's Agony Corner, where you can send me your problems and I'll immediately share them with everybody on the internet, giving your full names. No, you can send them to me and I can give you the benefit of my advice. And if you were watching last week, you will know that I am the UK's #1 Agnes Brown lookalike. And if you didn't watch last week, go and watch the replay. Anyway, I do get letters from time to time from people, and it just so happens that during the week I did have a letter from somebody. And it's from a William Stroker who wants to thank his friend Richard Long. So what I'm going to do, we'll call them William Dick. I think that's easier. And anyway, Willie says that he wants to thank Richard for being such a good friend. His wife, Willie's wife, had a stroke years ago, and Richard was there for him, and he was by his side all the way. He really was. He was a really tower of strength, and he was there with him. His wife had a car accident, was in hospital for some time, but Dick was there, and he was by his side all the time. Saw him through. And last year, unfortunately, Willie's wife died. But who was there? Dick. Dick was there, by his side. And William says, Agnes, how can I repay this man after everything he's done for me? And I read about it, and I thought about it long and hard. And Willie, my advice to you is get a different friend. He's an absolute jinx. Anyway, if you want to send anything to me, send it via info@agnesbrown, which is 2 S's, .co.uk. That's info@agnesbrown, 2 S's, .co.uk. And I hope to hear from you in a week. And just before I go, just remind me of a little story from last year. And you know, it was so hot in the summer. We were all sweltering. It was unbelievable. Anyway, I decided I was going to open all the windows, and just let the air come in and rush around and cool me down. And I decided to go naked. I thought that would be so liberating. So liberating. So I was naked, and it felt good, and I loved it. I'm not so sure the other people on the bus felt the same. Anyway, I hope to see you next week. Until then, it's
God almighty. Well, Agnes is going to be back at the end of the credits, and I'm really dreading this as well.
You're just wondering what she's going to come out with.
Oh God, wonderful stuff. Thanks to the wonderful Steve Crowther as well. He's the #1 lookalike.
Oh, I would say so.
Superb.
Right down to a T.
Exactly. We've got some more fantastic guests coming up. We've still got another celebrity and their celebrity friends on as well. So looking forward to that. Wonderwoman's on the show, and we've got lots more. We've got an opera singer, a big soprano, Bet's a soprano coming up.
Oh wow, it's getting exciting here. You need to tell me who's up next now.
Next up, we've got Keanu Reeves naked, and he's going to be dancing in front. No, he's not. I'm only joking. Yeah. Next up, we have got a wonderful guy.
I wouldn't be so lucky.
You would see he's John Wick. Get it?
Oh.
Right, anyway, that would be giving you Moorish. But now we've got some guy who is giving it Moorish, and gave it Moorish because he's got more to give on TV. And he was one of the 100 judges and all together now. His name is Mark James. And of course, Mark James is a singing teacher, a choir leader. He owns a musical school. He's an actor, and he's an award-winning playwright. And as you know, he was a judge.
He's done a lot there.
Yeah, he's been on All Together now as well. This guy's got a lot under his belt, and he's got a lot of experience in the industry of entertainment, the arts, and the music industry as well.
Well, this is what it's all about. If you've got all of that, then you're going to make it in big shows. I can see that.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to have a lot of professional je ne sais quoi about yourself.
And when Mark got in touch with us and we spoke to Mark, he says, I want something more than what everybody's given to me. And I said, well, if he's wanting something more, you've got to come on to Moorish TV, because you're going to give him what? A little bit more.
Oh, yes. We'll always give you a little bit more, don't we?
Let's fire over and see what Mark James has got to say.
Hi there, Mark.
Hi, Moorish TV. How you doing? Man in the Hat here. How's things going? Also known as Mark James. So, for those of you that don't know me, I was one of the judges on BBC One's All Together Now in Series 1. So I was on the show with people like Davina, the lovely Davina, who came second in Drag Race not so long ago. The lovely Paulus, who could forget Paulus in his flamingo coats. Mr. Fabulous, his lovely hair, sat next to Tina T. Susie D, always crying at everything. Everyone, all the people. We basically looked like the Muppet Show starting off on that big grid in front of everyone. And obviously you had Jerry Horner there, Ginger Spice, and you also had Rob Beckett leading the show too. It was an amazing experience for me. I still keep in contact with a lot of the guys there, and we're all really good friends still, which is nice because we tend to move in similar sort of circles. So yeah, we get to see each other and do bits and pieces like that. And it's the same as well with the contestants, actually. Although during the show we didn't get to meet the contestants, obviously because we were kept away from everyone. We were basically secluded in a room for about 15 hours a day, then shipped back to a hotel. So we never got to see anyone else apart from the 100, which was quite nice. Give you a little song. This is When She Need Me, or when she from Toy Story. When She Needs Me, which I recorded a few years ago now. Not many people hear me sing anymore, but if you want to, I'm going to be starting my singing career back off again. It was going to be this year, but that's probably been put back to next year now because of the Cornetto virus. So you can find out more at www.maninthehat.rocks, or also if you hashtag Man in the Hat on any of the social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or even now TikTok. I am a top ticker, just to annoy my daughter really. Then you can come over and follow me on there, and we can have a look at, and you can see what else I'm doing from that. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for giving me the opportunity to say hello, and I hope you enjoy the song. Bye.
Somebody loved me. Everything was beautiful. Every hour we spent together lives within my heart. And when she was sad, I was there to dry her tears. And when she was happy, so was I. When she loved me. Through the summer and the fall, we had each other, that was all. Just she and I together, like it was meant to be. And when she was lonely, I was there to comfort her, and I knew that she loved me. So the years went by, I stayed the same, but she began to drift away. I was left alone, and still I waited for the day when she'd say, I will always love you. Lonely and forgotten, never thought I'd look my way. She smiled at me and held me, just like she used to do when she loved me. loved me. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour we spent together lives within my heart. When she
Thank you very much to Mark James.
Oh, thank you very much for that. Really enjoyed that.
What
honestly.
a wonderful entertainer.
I would say so.
know.
I would say so.
You know, when we watched All Together Now, we knew that everybody was in the arts and the media and that sort of music industry and theatre. But it's until you get to see or hear what they do that you know these people are established more than what you know that's watching these shows.
Yes, because you don't know their background,
No.
some of them, and when you find out, you go, oh, that's totally amazing, didn't know that about them and that. So, yeah, there's a lot more to what you actually see the people on TV.
Yeah.
You know, you see them maybe as singers, but there's a lot more in their background that you don't know about,
That's very true.
which is very good because he's
Very
done
true.
quite a lot.
He has, and he's continuing to do so. Even although all the stars are on our show and they're in lockdown or the lockdown's eased and there's still no work, there's going to be not too much work for a while for a lot of the singers and artists to play to big audiences. But we're always giving you that time to do that here with us on Moorish TV.
So this is a platform basically for you to get noticed again. You know, like if it's a bit quiet for yourselves, then this is the thing to be.
Yeah.
You know, to be seen a bit more as well.
So if you're an artist out there, or you are an artist that's been on the show today or a previous show, and you've got friends who are in the industry who are looking for some exposure on a platform on Moorish TV,
Just direct them here.
direct them here. We'll give you a little bit more. Get in touch with us. Direct them to the email address that you have if you're a guest in the show, or just get to the Moorish TV page, like the page, and give us a message.
Yes.
That's all you need to do.
As easy peasy as that.
And we'll give you that little bit more, as we say. Talking about a little bit more, we've got a actress coming up in a second, a celebrity actress, who's got a little bit more. She says if it's Moorish you want, it's Moorish you'll get. And she got in contact with some of her friends, including the actor Will Ferrell.
Oh.
And he's funny.
He's funny, yes.
And other names. And she says, I'm not going to tell you who's who, but you can take a guess when you see them. And they're very well established actors and actresses, etc. But this is Galgadot. And Galgadot starred in the DC Comics thing, you know, the Justice League film. And she played, and still plays, Wonderwoman in the movies.
Oh, she's wonderful.
And she's brilliant. She's the Amazon princess, they say.
Oh, she looks like a princess when she's all done up, isn't she?
With that
she looks
electric
amazing.
whip, the electric whip thing. Oh no.
Oh, Gertie, send you.
No, I didn't do
With a
that.
whip.
I'd end up with nothing left.
Oh, you won't get flicked away like a bogey, but hey, you never know what she can do with a little whip.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well, here's Galgadot right now and her celebrity friends, as she says, giving us a lovely heartwarming message and a little song at the end. So I want to see this.
I want to see it.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey guys. Day 6 in self-quarantine. And I gotta say that these past few days got me feeling a bit philosophical. You know, this virus had affected the entire world, everyone. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, we're all in this together. And I ran into this video of this Italian guy playing the trumpet in his balcony to all the other people who were locked inside their homes. And he was playing Imagine, and there was something so powerful and pure about this video. And it goes like this. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
No hell below us.
Above us only sky.
Imagine all the people
living for
today. Yeah. Imagine there's no countries, yeah.
It isn't hard to do.
Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed and hunger. Brotherhood of man.
Sharing all the world. You. They may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one.
Well, there we are, Galgadot, Wonderwoman herself, and all the celebrity guest friends that she brought in for us.
Oh, she's got lots of celebrity friends, I bet you.
She is not joking when she says she's going to give us Moorish.
Oh, well, she's welcome back anytime.
Everything's a little bit more... Dress up as Wonder Woman next time, we'd like to see that.
I would like to see that. Actually, I would like an outfit like that for Halloween. I've got Catwoman and everything.
Hopefully there will be a Halloween. I'm sure there will be a Halloween.
I've got an Egyptian one, a Catwoman one, and a Supergirl one.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. I've got Superman, I think, and
that's
Spider-Man and stuff. There we go. And yeah, so thank you very much for being on the show. Who's our celebrities are going to be on next week? They're getting bigger and better. The Rock last week, Arnold this week, Wonderwoman, Shawnmendez.
Oh, the list is
my
endless.
God! It's getting bigger and better. That's all I can say. Because we're Moorish TV, why?
Because we're a little bit more.
And that's what we're going to do right now for you folks out there. There's a little bit more coming up from a very special guest.
There's a lot more coming up.
Yeah. We've got a great guest right now. She's a Scots girl, or lassie as we call her in Scotland, all the way from our hometown of Edinburgh.
And it's Kyra
Yeah,
Harvey.
Kyra Harvey.
Kyra Harvey.
Now, Kyra Harvey was on The Voice UK a good few years back there, and of course, after that, she performed on stage alongside Stormzy and Paloma Faith.
Oh, they're big names.
She done a private concert for the Game of Thrones star and the actor James Cosmo.
Wow.
And we know James, we've met James.
We have met James.
We stood and had a
Lovely
great chat
man.
with him at the
Lovely man.
what was it, the Edinburgh Film Festival, because we were guests there, and great guy. And of course then she was invited to sing at for the UK, to represent the UK at the Moscow Classical Concert.
Oh, and you know something, that's a big thing.
Yeah. So I think she's done very well.
The orchestra at the back is amazing as well.
And rumours are as well, she trained herself on YouTube to sing.
Oh,
you know, listening to the
that's
singers.
brilliant, you know. She must have liked what
Rumours
she's
are.
seen and then tried it, and obviously it was for her. And she's just amazing.
We'll have to get that confirmed for Kyra next time.
Oh,
but wonderful.
You've done well.
Well done. Well, Kyra Harvey is our big star guest, apart from the celebrities, of course. We're talking about our star guest.
I just love opera and things like that.
She's went on leaps and bounds. She's travelled over the world. She's sung here, there and everywhere.
I'm not surprised. She's amazing. She's brilliant.
You know, and if you go and listen to Kyra, who's played at the Fringe, and she sang at the Dome, where we go in for a tipple.
Oh, it's very plush in the Dome. We've been there. We go in there now and again.
That's
when
true.
it's open.
Open, yeah. Well, Kyra's now, stuck at home because there's not much you can do either. Everybody out there can sing on a camera and do their little concerts on Facebook.
But her voice takes you into another world.
Yeah.
So we've got to see her.
Yeah, because all the celebrity guests and everybody else that are on the show, they'll all be watching the show and they'll be watching you, Kyra Harvey.
Oh.
So right over to Kyra. I think she's on link for you.
Hi there, Kyra. Hi.
Hi Zed and Sapphire, thank you so much for having me on Moorish TV. My name is Kyra Harvey and I'm a classical singer from Edinburgh. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, you can follow me on Instagram at Kyra Harvey and Facebook at Kyra Harvey Music.
Великобритания.
Thank you, Kyra Harvey.
Thank you so much.
She's very well blessed with that voice.
Oh, and you know something? Your voice can take you anywhere in the world when you've got a voice like that.
Yes.
And you know, your dress was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Wonderful. And this isn't the last year I've heard of Kyra Harvey. Watch this. Once this is all lifted, that young lady is going to spread her wings and fly.
She is. She's
I can
already
guarantee
kind of flown, you know, she has.
If
And she's just to fly in other parts of the world.
If she was in
And
front,
I can see that happening.
if she was in front of me and you when we used to judge Open Mic UK, I think she would have went all the way through and won.
Oh, I would imagine
Without
so.
a shadow of a
yes.
doubt. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you again, Kyra Harvey.
Thank you for that.
And hopefully we hear from you very soon about the show. And other guests, of course. But right now, we're going over to another guest. Now, it's the wonderful George Michael, who passed away several years ago.
And it was on Christmas Day as well.
Yeah, sad thing. Of course, he's still sadly missed alongside the big greats such as Bowie and that. He's probably up there partying with them all.
He's there with all the legends.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, Johnny Mac is he's a George Michael tribute act, but he's also a jazz singer who's had a top hit in the album charts of the jazz album UK charts, and number 3 hit.
Oh,
and that's not bad. That's not bad at all, Johnny. Well done,
See,
sir.
that's what I'm saying. You don't know
Yeah.
a lot about people until you find out about them.
No, it's...
And you're amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Of course,
Good George.
he was also in a BBC documentary about George Michael and stuff like that. So absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
and
that would be very interesting.
And he's won an award.
Oh,
So I like.
you've
I like
done very, very well.
Done very, very well. And Johnny's with us now.
Oh.
Johnny Mac is back.
Ah.
And he's on Moorish TV. And he's going to give us that little bit more, because he's going to give us an exclusive performance from his very own home whilst he's locking in and locking down at the moment.
Oh.
So I think we'll go over to Johnny.
I think so.
Come on, Johnny George
Hi
boy.
there.
Hi, Z and Sapphire, Moorish TV. How are you guys? Hope you're keeping well. Johnny Mac here from lovely sunny Essex today. Ready to come on the show and see you guys and have a chat about me. So, yes, I'm Johnny Mac. I am a singer-songwriter, TV presenter as well in the past. Bit of acting work. Did my own album, which is called My Time in 2016, which made number 3 in the UK jazz charts. Now, I'm a George Michael tribute that travels the world, performing and impersonating the late legendary George Michael. And you can see my page on Facebook at Mr. Johnny Mac if you go on Facebook, or my website johnnymac.co.uk. I'm going to perform a song for you today as well after this that I recorded a couple of weeks back in lockdown, called A Different Corner. So I hope you enjoy that. But my album, also My Time, is available to re-download on the 16th of June across all digital platforms online. So get a copy, guys, have a listen. It's a great listen, and hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, to Z and Sapphire and all the watchers of the show, hope you're keeping safe and well. Stay positive, and we'll see you on the other side. But check out myself, as I said, with Johnny Mac on facebook.com/Mr. Johnny Mac, which is my George Michael tribute page. I'm available to go anywhere, and at the minute we're not doing a lot, so we need to get on and support each other in this troubled time. But yeah, stay safe, guys. I'll see you soon. Love to you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.
I'd say love was a magical thing. I'd say love would keep us from there. Had I been there, had I been there, I would promise you all of my life, but to lose you would cut me like a knife. So I don't dare. No, I don't dare. No, I'll never come close. And all of these years, you are the only ones to stop my tears. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Take me back in time, maybe I can forget. Turn a different corner and we'll never
What did you think of Johnny?
Oh, absolutely amazing. That's what
Wonderful.
I'm saying. You know, everybody's got so much talent on this show.
We've met so many great artists on these shows that we've got a lot of concerts to go and see and a lot of gigs and stuff, and to say hello to them all as well.
I would love to go and see them actually, because I mean, I've been stuck indoors like everybody else, and it'd just be nice to go out and see someone live in concert.
Yeah, absolutely lovely. And we've met new friends, and everybody that's on this show becomes a friend of Zed and Safaz, and of course of Moorish TV, and especially you, Johnny Mac, as George Michael, a wonderful tribute. Thank you very much for coming on the show, Johnny. It means a lot to us.
I grew up with George Michael, you know, as and when I was like 16 upwards and all.
How was he growing up?
No, I remember. No, I don't mean that. I mean Wham and all that.
Yeah,
you know, I remember all them.
Club Tropicana drinks are free.
I loved all that.
Club Tropicana drinks weren't free. I went in, it was £3.50 in it.
Really? That was dear then, was it not?
Aye, dear, alright. Let me go back.
I thought there would be about £1.
As Agnes Brown would say, feckin' robbers. Anyway, we'll talk about our guests in a minute before we thank our guests in a minute actually. But we have got one more video link back to Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's got himself dressed without a cigar in his chops, he says. I just wants to say a thank you to everybody around the world, but to our UK viewers as well, and the global ones, who have helped make things better, the shopkeepers, the ambulance workers, the police, whoever.
Well, leave that for him to say.
Aye, of course, but that's what he said he wants to do. So let's go over to Big Arnie again.
Hi there, Big Arnie.
You know, I thought it is time to do a little shout out about our heroes out there. It doesn't matter if you're talking about in the medical community, if it's the doctors or if it's the nurses, the people that work in the hospitals, the ambulance drivers, or if it is the first responders, or if it is the people that work in the grocery stores or supermarkets around that are serving people all the time and get exposed, or if it is just people that are delivering food to homes where people are starving and need the foods. I mean, all of those people are real heroes. I just want you to know that I appreciate it so much. I've played an action hero my whole life in the movies, but you are the true action heroes. Congratulations. And thank you for your serving the community. My father-in-law always said, you know, serve, serve, serve. For in the end, it will be the servant that will save us all. And that's exactly what you're doing. You are there, the true action heroes.
Oh, that was brilliant. Thank you, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's right, we should thank them all. He says
well, we have been thanking them all.
He did say the clapping had stopped, but that doesn't mean you should not appreciate the work and the effort they're putting in, because they're putting their lives at risk to save ours.
Exactly.
And he's still saying, why don't you just stay at home. There's nothing open anyway apart from a few shops for essentials.
Well, this is it. You can't really go anywhere.
And anybody who says that Arnie is a dumb guy with muscles, not to me. He's a big muscle from Brussels with the brain up where it is.
Oh, good stuff.
Whatever I'm saying. But thank you very much. Right, before we go, remember Mrs. Brown, Agnes Brown, is on right after the credits. You have to see what she's going to get up to. She says she's going to give you something that you've never seen before.
So, if we call her Mad Aggie.
Mad Aggie, yeah. Mad
Aggie.
Aggie, Agnes Brown, Mrs. Brown, is going to be right after the credits. So after the black credits roll up, just wait and see what she's going to get up to. But right now, we want to thank all our very guests today. We'll start off with our special celebrity guests first, the special celebrity video guests. Shawnmendez, thank you very much. Of course, we also had Galgadot and her celebrity friends, thank you very much, that's Wonderwoman. And of course, especially Arnold Schwarzenegger, the muscles from Brussels.
Oh, I love him.
Thank you very much, Arnie. Oh, the stars are getting bigger every week.
And Charlie Birkin.
Yeah, Charlie Birkin, thank you very much. And Linnea Lee, thank you.
And Ellen Wade.
Of course, and the wonderful Agnes Brown again.
And don't forget Chef John Quill.
Chef
Thank
John
you
Quill.
for that.
Cooking up a storm.
He always is. He always is.
Oh, great. John's back next week. Of course, we had Mark James.
And we have Kyra Harvey.
Yeah, and of course the wonderful George Michael tribute artist, Johnny Mac.
Oh, and we also have...
Of course, I said that already. Wonderwoman, Galgadot.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
just
wonderful.
thought you had forgotten.
She's testing the water.
Come after me otherwise.
She will with that whip thing and that shield and stuff.
No.
Oh, we should put in that theme tune next week. She's a Wonder Woman, flying all across the sky.
You feel no right. You and Agnes will make a team.
I think so. I think we better get off. I think I need a drink right now because it's Saturday and the
No,
show's
you're
over.
not getting a club Tropicana.
Not at £3.50, but no. But there we go. You have to pour your own.
You have to be
drinks,
about
haven't
£8 for one now, a cocktail.
Yeah. So you might
When
as well
you're allowed
get yourself
into the
a litre bottle of something and then just pour in your own because
Well,
at least you know what you're putting in it. Well, I think so anyway. Anyway. Just don't let me pour. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Moorish TV with Zed.
And Sapphire.
And we are Moorish. Why is that?
Because we're that little bit more.
And
we give you that little bit.
you out there, you love more. It's like, when you're lying there, you go more, more, more. Fact.
Feeling alright.
Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. It's just a mad half hour, I think this is taking Agnes Brown on again. Oh, crikey.
It's rubbing off on you.
Let's hope not. Anyway, let's get going. It's Moorish TV, and remember, and come back next week. We have got the Big 10.
That's
Episode
it.
10. Episode
10.
What's going to happen in the Big 10? Who's going to be on? We're going to have some special guests. You could have a return guest. You could have other guests.
I don't know who you're going to have.
Who's going to be our big celebrities?
It's exciting every week.
We've had The Rock last week, Arnie this week. Who's this? And Wonderwoman, who's next? Crikey. I'm looking forward to it. What are you laughing for? Right, anyway.
I'm laughing because he's going mad.
Anyway, folks, come back next week. Zed here.
And Sapphire.
And this is Moorish TV. Agnes Brown right after the credits. Not looking forward to it, but we'll see what she's doing. See you next week, folks.
Bye.
Life